naked ladies.
Okay, ping pong.
All right.
Thank you guys for making it to the Hnm Podcast. And this is Hector and Marv on another wild adventure with our beautiful guest and audience.
Shut up. Don't bring her in yet. What's up, everybody? It's another episode.
If it's not him, it's nobody.
H&M. We have a special guest in the building.
Really?
Hector has no say right now because he was 3 hours late. He decided to go out and drink and then come here and then I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Some dirty animal talking shit about me, so I have to go figure that out.
We have a special guest here. Somebody that I've known all my life has annoyed me from birth into I don't know where she's gonna land, bro.
No, to infinity.
I don't know what she's gonna learn. Is she gonna learn or she gonna land? But this is somebody you might find her on a music video called I don't know.
Fuck love.
Fuck.
I did not know his music video. That is so sad, Marv. You must definitely not do your research.
Random.
All I wanted to say.
Random about to get random choked out. That's all I know. But anyway. It's somebody else that you might know her from her Instagram modeling. You might know her from annoying the fuck out of me for the last 23 years. You might also know her from her Snapchat. This is my life EP. This is the young and 23-year-old EP Lopez. Erika Lopez, what's up, Nick?
Hola.
What's up, homie?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. We should talk in Spanish. Entonces, vamos a hablar un poquito en español ahora. Vamos a ver cómo Marvin lo hace ahora.
Turn the volume down on TV.
Estamos haciendo así para testar
Hey, stop that.
El
I don't understand what's going on.
Negro del Sur.
The nigga that's from the south. I got that.
It took him like 20 seconds.
Hey, I'm from the south. All the time. What's up, everybody? Yes, motherfucker. We got here Itchy, and I'm Scratchy because I scratch this nigga when he's itchy. And we got my young sister, young EP, Erika. What's up, yo?
Well, Erika seems to be very excited to be on the show today.
Well, how about you let her fucking say hello? God damn, motherfucker. You said, God, I introduced her and you speak? How about you let her talk, motherfucker?
She wasn't ready.
I just introduced her.
I wanted to bring her in just like you did.
Nah, you don't get that privilege. You lost those privileges.
Well, you have to say some welcome.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, what?
Well, you have to say some welcome.
Welcome.
All right. Peace out. What's up, EP?
Konnichiwa.
What's up, man?
What's poppin'?
This is my younger sister. I don't know if you guys know her. She's popular on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. She might be on Twitter. I don't follow her on any of these social media. I blocked her because she's the most pain in my ass.
Can you repeat that?
But even though I hate her, I love her.
Of course.
Hey, Erika. Welcome.
Hola.
How are you doing today?
I'm great.
Tell us. How do you feel about being here tonight? You feel nervous, huh?
Yeah.
I could tell.
Not nervous. Actually, I'm honored to be here for the first time.
How about you put that mic closer to you? Because you're fucking up.
Very rude,
Fix
Marv.
it. Can you hear me now?
Pull it closer.
You set that mic up.
Pull the whole mic closer.
The whole mic?
The whole stand. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
All right. So, Erika,
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You were just in a music video.
Oh, my goodness.
A music video with another guest that we had here, Random, our cousin.
Okay.
And you played his girlfriend. Weird on another level, but it's a music video, so you're acting. It's all good. How was that, yo? How was that? How was that experience?
Honestly, I did it. I would say just to do it.
Just do it.
Like,
You guys, no, you fucking creep.
you're disgusting. That's family. That's disgusting.
Well, Random is our cousin. That's gross.
This
bro.
is Hollywood? Is that what
Yo,
you
I
said?
wonder.
Disgusting.
Now that you say that, I wonder if there's cousins or like people out there that kiss on
In
camera.
West Virginia.
There are.
The wonderful. Have you ever seen the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
In West Virginia, they do that.
There's
Yeah.
I guess
They're like, hey, what's up, cuz? and then they go with a little.
Funny, we make fun of the rednecks. in
Not
Virginia, but-
our culture, of course.
That's
people do that
gross.
shit too.
Uh-uh.
It's only 0.5% that does that.
You know, it's just like
That's
That don't
creepy as
exist in
shit,
other
bro.
Virginia.
cousin.
Maybe somewhere in Texas.
Nah,
or
bro, that's weird as shit.
California.
But how was that? How do you even get wrangled up in that big old mess? I just call that big old mess. I just talk shit though, cause I like talking shit about random.
I mean, I don't know. I always told him if he needs someone, I'm there. But I never thought he'd actually need someone to videotape. Because there was one video that just was so shitty. If you guys remember.
Oh yeah, the park. Yo, this
The
nigga.
first one with those.
That nigga took a video at the basketball court like he was on the
That
like
was
he was
just
in the hood, and there was
hood.
the biggest black girls you could imagine in that video, and they was twerking all that cellulite, twerk,
There's nothing wrong with that.
cellulite.
Everybody got an opportunity.
Calm down, fucking New Virginia. Fuck.
I'm just saying. Everybody has the same opportunity as the other man. Or
So
woman.
hold on. Before you carry on,
Like, why
wanna
do you
take
get
a moment?
chance and not everybody else?
yeah, you have plenty of chances to be here on time. Man, but anyway, it is April. I wanna say something real quick before we continue. It's April. I want to take a moment of silence for our fallen friend, Darwin.
It's his birthday.
Today is his birthday.
I got the notification
Passed away.
early.
Let's take a cheers for Darwin real quick.
Not Bernard.
Not Bernard.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody. Cheers to Darwin.
I'm pretty sure Darwin would want to know what kind of drink is that.
Yeah, man, that shit looks super girly.
No, you can. I need to see it.
Yeah, what kind of drink? What kind of drink?
Where'd you get that?
Do you just come in here with a Smirnoff Smash,
What the fuck?
bro? You
Oh my
are
god, I
you
went back into drunkenness.
are you gay?
You want a cup to drink that in?
Huh?
You want a cup to drink that in?
Yeah, yeah.
Please don't drink it out of a can.
Yeah, man,
Not in
because you're
front of
gonna
me.
get fucked.
I can't allow somebody I care about to drink out of a can.
All right, let's take this moment too
Larry,
right here.
you
Well, Brian pours that cup. Let's take a moment to acknowledge
You
this.
need I need a cup.
The Autism Month. Autism.
You get a couple.
What is April? April. Autism Month. I like that. AA. What's up? Autism.
I only have nice cups here, my
Cheers
friend.
Cheers.
to our young family member, young Joelle. That's out here.
You
Yeah,
mean
I'm
burritos?
Out here, peritos. Fucking autism in the
We can
booty
go
because
back
he getting
to
through it, baby.
CCR tonight, though.
No,
Figure some chicks there.
A moment
Alright.
for my Tío Bennett.
Oh yeah, Theo Bennett just had his death date pass. That's wild, yo.
You know
His
something, right?
membranes.
Members, are we gonna just rest? You just must rest a piece on my laptop because we fucking it all up. Nipsey Hussle just died. Let's take a rest in peace for that, for Nipsey Hussle, yo. I can't believe they shot him in his own hood in his own shopping complex.
I don't know who he is. I never.
You haven't heard of Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah, she's not from back then. In the day.
Bruh. Well, he's involved in everybody's music. He's also a producer.
And that
Well, he did a lot of the background work for people.
Well, he did a lot of producing and everybody for like a lot of people. He lives in L.A. Well, he lived in L.A. He
I just know he got
It's
shot
the-
up in front of his store.
yeah, instead of leaving
But I
you
heard
see-
that. Sorry, I just want to say this before
yeah,
I
go
forget.
ahead. Interrupt.
Didn't he go meet somebody who was getting out of jail? His friend?
No, not at all. That's not at all how it happened.
He was in front of the door.
So you see the shopping
store.
you see the shopping complex that he was shot in is
Wrong
a shopping
person.
complex that he used to hang out as a kid, and they used to call the police on him all the time there, and eventually he bought the whole shopping complex. So the person that used to call the police on him all the time, he ended up owing him rent. It was an interview that he did. If you would just pay attention to the news, I don't know. But so he was at the shopping complex in front of his clothing store. A guy rode up on him, shot him. I think it was like 5 or 7 times in the chest, killed him. Horrible shit, horrible. Which is sad because I mean he's trying to do something good for the community. Which for a lot of rappers that leave the community and don't do shit for the community, he stayed in the community, opened up a whole shopping center for the community, gave jobs, did all this and that, and still ended up getting killed there. Which I don't know what you got to say about that, but
Keeping us updated on our community.
huh?
Thank you for keeping us updated on our
Yeah. But anyway.
That's kind of like the Baltimore death in 2016.
2016 what?
The Baltimore, it was in Baltimore. It was the death of Hunter Andre,
Hunter Andre in Baltimore.
28-year-old, and he had just been sentenced to do his time in jail, and they shot him the night before.
Get out of here, for real.
No,
How was he out? How was he out?
because he got sentenced, but they gave him until like May, I think it was, to turn himself in, and then he was shot outside of a barber's. Like he was shot in the head.
Who shot him?
At least now he doesn't have to serve time,
There's an
bro.
article.
That's fucked up,
That's
bro.
messed up.
That's fucked up,
You
bro.
know what's messed up is that he
That's
didn't.
fucked up, Hector.
Depends how much time though.
Hey,
No.
Marv, did you see the shooting on Nipsey Hussle?
Right?
Yeah.
How
Like
much
the dude
time?
shot him once, ran, came back, shot him again.
He's trying to
and then
annoy
tried
Marv.
to get away, and then as he was running away, he jumped over his head and kicked him in the head and shit while he was dying.
It's fucked up.
Are you serious? Who was it?
Good try.
He was one of
Eric Holder.
the guys that hung around the whole their group.
Why
His
did
name
he do
his
that?
name was Eric Holder.
Watch
Well, the
them.
person that
Watch.
they're saying is it's Eric Holder. I think they believe that he used to hang out with them, like a gang member that used to hang out with them.
He also labeled him as a snitch.
We gotta
Because he
mic
was
you up,
working
man.
with the feds and shit like that.
He used to snitch on the feds. You see, there's a lot of with this murder, there's a lot of conspiracy behind this murder, where Nipsey Hussle was putting out a documentary on a doctor that said that you could cure AIDS
Yeah,
with
that's
all
what
the
I
medical with all the medical stuff that the government was pushing, and you could cure it through organic medicine. So when he was reintroducing that documentary and that doctor back into like the world, the community, and he was making a documentary about it, and that doctor right there, he got killed, and they said that when he got killed, it was a conspiracy that the government killed his ass.
Damn.
So, but then there's a lot of things like where that doctor put out a hair growth medication, where there's pictures of a guy that put that hair growth medication on his head, and that shit deformed his head. So there's different things. I don't know. I think it might have been like just some shit gone awry, like some shit gone awry or some shit,
He had some video or evidence.
We gotta mic you up. You still got your mic? We gotta mic you up, man. Cause here, there's a mic in here.
Tony Robbins, Mike, where's that John at?
Here.
Yep, it's gone.
Oh, bedtime. I have the same thing.
She's smart. She's like, oh, bedtime.
Hey, bro, grab this mic.
It is. It's like an app.
It is.
Yeah.
On your
It tells
iPhone.
you like, hey, if you don't go to sleep now, you're not gonna.
Then
get
you
your
won't
7
get your
hours.
8 hours or whatever.
7.
I put mine for 9 hours.
Good. Really?
Yeah.
And you guys listen to it?
Yeah.
No,
I
mean-
used to ignore my shit all the time.
I listen to mine.
And the next day I'd be so groggy.
It's just a good thing to have. You
I
know,
listen
I know
to
your
mine.
ass don't go to
You
sleep.
can't run
Right?
away from
I
technology.
know.
You
I
gotta
sleep
grow
like 4 hours a day. I'm
So-
a fucking vampire.
Yeah. So the Nipsey Hussle shit is just a lot of shit going on with it, but we don't know that. Like, I feel like it might have just been like some gang shit gone awry.
Yeah.
Like it's some.
Same thing with the Andre Hunt case. His family brought him into the distribution
Well, hold on. Who's Andre Hunt?
business.
Who's Andre Hunt?
He's this African American that was shot outside of the barber shop in 2016 in Baltimore.
Background.
Oh, that's the person you were
But
just talking
listen,
about.
his family, they all distribute drugs and everything. And they brought him into it, and he didn't want to do it, so he started trying to change his life around. And then when he got sentenced, the day before he had to turn himself in, he got shot.
Really?
Yeah, and he didn't want to distribute drugs. Like, he didn't want to be a part of it, but he got charged.
What if his same people killed him so that he wouldn't suffer?
Talk into your mic, please.
No,
Just
they
move your
probably
mic
thought
over
he
to
had
your mouth.
snitched. I feel like they probably thought he had snitched because I don't think he got that
You
much
see,
time
but
sentence.
in Baltimore, there's a lot of
There's a
corrupt
lot of
shit.
crime.
Like
The
have you
murder
ever-
rates are high.
Have you heard of what was it, Michael Ward? Michael Ward. It's he's an ex Baltimore cop, and he advocates for a lot of the juveniles and ex-cons in Baltimore, and he opened up a facility for them to go there and like like in a community like Baltimore where there's nothing but violence and there's nothing but crime and shit, you don't have an outlet. So there was a research done where I think he was Michael Ward, yeah, I think that's his name. There was an experiment done on places like that where if you have an outlet, so say you have an outlet like drawing art or some shit like that, like some kind of art, the statistics for you going to jail are way lower than if you have nothing but like just boredom and you're just sitting in the fucking neighborhood. So in Baltimore you don't have none of that. It's just neighborhoods. They don't have none of that. So he started one. And like not the crime rate, but the rehabilitation has gone up. Yeah. But also he also was talking about how in Baltimore that the same laws and same concepts for locking people up have been the same since back in the day. So you lock black people up. You look for a reason to lock black people. I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. But
go like this for your time. It helps.
I'm not gonna fucking do that, okay. Bro. So you look for a reason to lock people up.
Yeah, I told you.
Lock black people up, right? So they look for reasons, right? So he was talking about how they relocated him to another neighborhood, a good neighborhood, and he still had to make his quota. And in that neighborhood, he couldn't make his quota, so he had to go to the bad neighborhoods and try to find reasons to lock people up. Yeah, so he wrote a book. There's books out there about it. You should read them. So what he decided to do was leave the Baltimore police county shit and fucking start an Outlook program for all these underage people and people coming out of jail and try to give them jobs and try to like give direction to people in Baltimore. You should look them up. I think it's because there's no growth in Baltimore. Well, there's no growth, but there's nobody pushing for it. And in Baltimore, there was a law. There's a law or something that says that you should it's like don't sell houses to black people. So you're not trying to sell houses to black people, no matter if they're good, like if they make a lot of money or not. The real estate agents in there don't sell houses to black people. They don't want them to have growth. They don't want them to have that kind of growth in the community. Baltimore's a fucked up fucking area, state, whatever the fuck it is. What's Baltimore? Baltimore's in where? Delaware?
Maryland.
No,
Maryland?
It's a city.
So it's a city. Baltimore City is fucked up. It's corrupt.
So that'd be like Arlington?
Well, if Arlington...
But that's crazy because they're the aquarium.
Like,
no.
I'm not saying...
Oh, like Alexander.
What the hell does the aquarium have to do with anything?
Well, in that area, you won't experience that. Because there's attractions like the harbor, inner harbor.
Yeah, it's a harbor.
So when I go to Baltimore, which I go there like maybe once or twice a year with my girlfriend, we don't see that because we go to the main harbor.
Catch that?
Yes, a couple times we go out.
I've never heard him say I had a girlfriend.
Talking to your mic, please.
Cut the bone.
Well, yeah, I have a girlfriend of 10 years.
Talking to your mic.
Marv, don't put that in my mouth.
Because we can't hear you.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend of 10 years, going on 11 years, and yeah, I take her a lot of places. And I got robbed in Chicago this year.
Yeah. Enough of that. What were you saying about Baltimore?
That when we go to like the inner harbor, so it's like
you see, but those are nice places.
Exactly, but if you go like 5 minutes down the road, it's fucked up.
Yeah, because
complete
we went to the
shit.
Thomas and
it's like literally you can see it,
and it was so bad. We were so scared. We were like, lock your doors, lock your windows.
I mean, we went out there and walked.
You know, there's places in Baltimore you're not even allowed to walk in. Like if you watch The Wire, you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. There's places, The Wire on HBO.
I usually just put my girlfriend in front of me.
You should watch
and then I watch behind it, and then just hope for the best.
But you see, but in places in Baltimore, they like instruct people not to sell black people fucking houses. There's things out there that say that shit, and they have laws and things like that in place to lock black people up.
But Baltimore's gonna be the new Mecca. 30 years from now,
I doubt it.
Somebody's buying all of Baltimore up right now.
I doubt it.
And they're coming up with the money to buy the whole fucking city. And they want to make it seem like that, Marv, so you don't buy.
I doubt
Because whenever that
Oh, yeah,
shit
yeah.
actually does become fucking,
But it's gonna
worth
be
money,
gentrified. It's not
somebody
gonna have black
is
people
gonna
in there.
own all of Baltimore.
Yeah, but they've been trying to do that for years. That's gentrification, what you're talking about. But
That's
what I'm saying,
the next biggest
but you see,
thing.
Baltimore, like people in Baltimore are not fucking leaving Baltimore. They're still there.
But there's no new people moving in.
But what I'm trying to, but that's gonna be like New York and
Exactly.
That is true.
That's
Perfect.
gonna be like New York back
It's
in the day,
perfect.
where
You couldn't have said that better because
Where-
somebody owns New York already.
where New York back in the
Me
day,
and you
where
will
they
never know who owns
where they rip down the hoods and
because
the
we're
people,
podcasters.
Yeah, but New York is not a seaport like Baltimore.
yeah, it's not because you can always find a job in Baltimore because you can go out on the shipping yard and find a fucking job. So like New York back in the day where they broke down the hoods. Like if you watch the Get Down, you'll see what I'm talking about. Where they broke down all the fucking hoods. Like they broke down buildings. People living in broke down buildings just because they have nowhere to go. It's the hood, and that's what they do.
You guys remember Arna Valley?
Yeah,
Who's that?
go ahead.
You guys, only Marv remembers that?
Who is that?
Arna Valley Apartments that were down here by Big
Arlington Valley
No, it
Apartments.
was called Arna Valley. Over there,
Arlington Valley.
Arna Valley.
like Lee Road on 395, where the gas station. Is
Yeah.
To the left, those new apartments out there, all those buildings.
By that school, by the school.
It was just like apartments, just like Barcroft, or like brick apartments. Or low.
By what's that school right there, Williamsburg? No. Gunston?
By Gunston, yeah.
By Gunston. Remember all those apartment buildings by Gunston?
All that stuff in there back in the day.
All those new apartments, like right on that light, across the street from the Maserati dealership. All those apartments used to be ghetto as fuck. That was the hood. And what do? They start pushing people out.
This used to be a motel.
They start pushing people out. They start breaking shit down. People start buying property and start pushing people out. So what do when people start buying those properties? They start reinforcing more laws there. So there's more patrol there. They look for more crime there, and they try to better that environment.
The first thing you do is what a rich guy told me. Number one, you build a big police station.
Larry, talking to the mic.
Across Potomac Yards, there's housing, like double housings. You know what I mean? Like houses that are
Talking to the mic, the top of the mic.
And when Amazon comes, they're gonna push all that stuff out. Like, I mean, all those people that are low income, they're gonna have to just leave wherever. They don't matter where they go. They don't care.
There's no relocation. Like how my aunt, how
Homeless. Or
like our aunt on what's that shit? Route 1 Jefferson Davis Highway. On Jefferson Davis Highway, they were planning on turning all the little fucking duplexes down. So they relocated people to further down Alexandria towards the waterfront and gave what's this shit called, low income housing. So they relocated people, gave them better housing, but all those houses that they're building up there,
Right there, used to live.
yeah, it's better property because it's not by the water. You think about the risk that you take when you're living by the water. You might deal with flooding, you might deal with sewage, you might deal with pests, and it's the risk you take. It's the property that you buy is what matters. So
Okay, but how do they take all those people out?
they relocate them, give them a nice price, but they know that the land.
If they own property there, a house or whatever, they make them sell. They offer, give them this, we'll give you this for whatever. You know what I mean? And they're like,
Give them
no,
like
no.
a couple months to leave, or else the increased rent.
They give them deals. They cut them deals.
If you don't leave,
They cut them deals.
They don't care.
They cut them deals. So
Who's they?
the people that live there. So the people that live them are the people that own those.
County or the people who bought it?
The
That's
people
the
that
thing.
buy it. So the people that buy it are now in charge of the property. So say.
So,
So
Jay Smith owns almost all the whole Columbia Pike.
who's Chase?
He fucking owns the whole property.
grab the mic, Brian. Talk.
I don't want to go out here and say something.
Nah, just say what you need to say. I mean, if you're wrong, you're wrong. But if you're right, you're right. Just say what you think is right. So okay, so okay, so let me say like.
So basically, here in
God damn it.
Arlington, there's a company called J. Smith, and they basically own.
Talking to the other side of the mic. The other side.
They're the
There you
company
go.
here in Arlington, and basically they own the whole Columbia Pike down to 4 Mile, and it's called J. Smith. And if you want to have a business or anything, you got to go through them. They own it, and they've been here since like I think 1985s.
Yeah.
Because I used to work for a company down here on 4 Mile, and they control the lease, they control the rent, they control if you stay, they control how long you stay. That's
All of Columbia Pike.
Yes, basically.
It's like a real.
Okay,
It's
so
like a
you own-
And
realtor.
all these buildings here, they might.
It's
be
like a
called-
realtor for property.
Yeah, they might be called fucking giant, but behind there is the property owners.
The property
They're not
owners.
gonna
Yeah.
sell the property; they're gonna rent it, and they're gonna rent it forever.
Okay, so how about for Glebe
So
Road?
they control the market. For Glebe Road, it might be some other people. Whoever own it control the market. That's it.
You see, that's you
That's the
saying that.
market.
The apartments
You know?
will be a height, like right across from where they're building that Harris Theater. I think they're gonna start bringing that right
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Well, they are building it up
That's what
because
that's
they
what they're
bought
doing.
they bought the property.
Where they're-
You see, like
That's gonna be a
Brian.
hair
You see
stealer.
how like Brian said that.
And I feel like there's apartments right across the street. They're probably gonna increase the rent with
Yeah.
the Harris Theater.
Yeah.
Which
The-
they're gonna end up knocking down and making something new.
Yep,
Which makes sense.
exactly. They're
because
gonna
the
make-
strip that
They're
goes-
gonna make high rises.
Clean it up.
It's because what they're trying to
Like
do,
by
they're trying to put
Gentrify.
all that-
Well, you see, as a county.
But you know what?
It's-
Honestly,
okay.
probably that people, low income people, although they're low income, they probably are just taking advantage of the system.
Exactly.
So it
Exactly.
makes sense.
But hold on, you see, like all this shit is not a bad thing.
Class action
It's not a
lawsuit.
bad thing. We see it as we don't want to like. We see it as a bad thing, but at the same time, we gotta grow. How do we want to see our county 10 years from now? Want to see it the same, or do you want to see it grow? Do you want to live in a county that's thriving, that has more to offer, that has something to give back to your kids, that has something back to have to our youth? The Harris Theater, I feel like, and not just because I work for the company, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Besides,
You're a statistic.
no, don't call me that, because I feel like look, at the end of the day, yeah, we could stay the same. We could have the same shit every single day, but where does that leave us room for growth? At the end of the day, we're gonna grow regardless. You don't stop growing. I don't stop growing. LER don't stop growing. You don't stop growing. Everything keeps growing to the point where who knows where it gets to the point at, but it's gonna happen if we want it to or not. That's just the way life is. Growth is life. So
But can I say something?
so hold on, let me get this out. So with all this growth comes good. So if we are able to maintain our lifestyle that we live now, we can still maintain the lifestyle that any growth comes with us, because we gotta find a way to do it. We are adaptable. We are people. We adapt to what comes around us. No matter what you are adaptable. If you cannot adapt, you will find a situation or environment where you do adapt. That's always an option. That's always an option. For you to give up and for you to feel like growth is the end all be all, then you don't belong in that environment. You need to move on to an environment that holds your situation, that holds your growth.
I'm glad you brought that
Yeah.
up, Marv. I'm sorry. Did you want to say something? I'm glad you brought that up
Go ahead.
because you said, I'm going to quote you here.
Go ahead.
You are a product of what you belong or where you belong, right? Correct?
You said that all wrong. We are a product of our environment.
Exactly. Because based on where you're from, right? So
Yeah, but you also gotta welcome growth.
Okay, cool. But the thing is that
Talking to your mic.
whoever's investing the money in is making their growth happen. You can either join it or go away. It's that simple.
That's exactly what the fucker just said.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I feel like you're very right in that sense, because it's either you do it or you don't.
So what are you gonna do when that growth
Get right or
comes?
get left.
What are you gonna do when that growth comes?
You're gonna make money.
Are you gonna
I
adapt?
mean, I understand.
Are you
because
gonna
some-
adapt, or
There's no-
are you gonna let it roll over you?
No, but this is where
If
it
you
comes
adapt,
in.
you roll over though.
No.
Unless
If
you're the one-
you roll over, then you leave.
But you know,
But
honestly,
this is.
Because if it rolls over you,
What,
then
to go to another piece of shit place?
No, but
yeah, because that's where
You belong.
that's not where you belong. I'm saying that you adapt to where you go. So if you call it a piece of shit, if you're calling it a piece of shit, hold on. You're calling it a piece of shit because of the quality of life that you have for yourself. The people that live in those environments,
Everybody has an option, Marv.
they don't think that life is a piece of shit. If I lived in a neighborhood like that, I wouldn't think my life is a piece of shit. I would not look down on my life. I would not call my life a piece of shit.
But somebody else
You
might call it a
are
piece of
looking
shit.
down on those people,
I'm
and you
not.
are calling down. You
I'm
were saying
not,
that lifestyle is a
because
piece of shit.
Everybody has an option to be the human being they want to become.
Okay, but you're calling. All right, you're calling those people that live in that shit, and they have to move to it. That you're calling to wherever they move to is a piece of shit. No, because if you were
They
to
can
move,
choose to move
hold
there or
on,
not.
hold on. If you were to move to somewhere else, that means I'm gonna just look at this place as a piece of shit. No, because wherever you move to, you adapt to, and you put whatever you have in yourself in that.
It can still
and
be
you,
a piece of
you
shit or
make,
not.
It's not gonna be a piece of shit
It
because
can
you're
still
gonna
be a
make
piece of shit.
you're gonna make it what it is. You're
It
gonna
can
make
still be a piece of shit.
you're gonna make it what it is.
It can
It's
still be
not
a
gonna
You
be
could
a
live in a
piece
piece
of
of
shit.
shit basement or like apartment.
Yeah,
or a
exactly.
house,
But you're gonna value
make
it,
the best
right?
of
You're
it,
gonna
and you
value it.
and try to grow.
You're
from
gonna value it. You see, you're being not slow-minded, small-minded, and you're calling people that can't afford a certain lifestyle a piece of shit.
No, I'm
No,
not.
but it's not that they
Because
can't
you can
afford
change
it.
your
It's
ways.
Just that you strive
can
for
still
what you
afford
want.
it.
A lot of
You can
people
strive
can't.
for it.
A lot of people
But
can't
if you
afford
decide
that.
to move away from you decided to just be like, you know what?
I'm gonna afford another piece of shit. That's
No,
not what we see.
I don't want
you
to
see?
work for this. I
You
don't want
see?
to work.
So that
I'm
means
making
that you
less
think
money
about the
at
people
end
on
of
the
month.
Columbia Pike as a piece of shit.
Marv,
No.
I'm not saying that.
That's the way I'm. That's what I'm getting out of
Let
it.
me talk. You've been talking the whole night. Let me talk.
Go ahead.
Look, dude, you have two fucking options. Either you adapt to where you're living at, and
Isn't
you
that what
become-
the fuck I just said?
or you move somewhere else. But you're saying the people that move somewhere
Exactly
else
what I just
are a
said.
piece of shit because they don't want to adapt to where they're from.
That's not what I
No,
said at
it's-
all,
I
bro.
think I see it like this.
Okay, please.
Is that what I
They're
said?
building-
No, right?
Marv, you're annoying me. Let her
No.
talk.
Okay,
You
so
didn't
let's
say
say that
that.
they're building it.
I didn't
they're
say that at
building
all.
the
He's
new
switching
Hector.
things up.
Is that what I
Let
said?
her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her
Marvin,
talk.
I'm sober. I'm listening.
Did you
Okay.
understand what I was saying?
Yeah,
I
That's not what
understood
I
it,
said,
but
right?
Listen,
kind of. Yes.
What?
You see, you were trying to basically say, as Arlington grows, it's either you grow with it or you get left behind, and that's what Hector just said, and that's what you just.
Okay, but I'm not calling.
You guys said the same thing, you just worded it
Give me
differently.
a second. I'm not calling it a piece of shit. Talking to your mic, I'm not calling it a piece of shit. I never spoke down on the people that had to move out.
Nobody did.
He just did.
No, I'm
He
saying
just
about
called
the
it a
people
piece
that
of
moved
shit.
out.
No.
He just called it a piece of shit. I never once said it
I
was a
heard
piece of
him say
shit.
the piece of
I
shit,
didn't hear
but
him say
Who,
that.
me?
no, Hector.
I never once said it was a piece of shit. I never once
Hector said it was a
spoke
piece of
down
shit.
on anybody that lived there.
You didn't, but
Okay.
Hector didn't either.
He just called it a piece of
did.
shit.
He brought up
He
the
called it a
word
piece of shit.
Oh, never mind, Hector.
He said it was all a piece of shit.
I didn't hear that.
You
I
see, I
heard
never
that.
once said that. If you can't grow,
I said
if you
when you
can't,
move to another place,
it's a
if you
piece of shit.
decided-
So you're gonna go.
It's a piece of shit, yes, because you
And you're gonna
decided
go to another
live your
piece of shit.
hometown instead of
But
making
people
your
don't-
hometown better. You go to a piece of shit because you don't want to deal with.
But
what's
that's
going on
the
in
way
that
But
you-
please,
organism.
what if they couldn't
But
pay for the new apartments that they're making? So
It's
they have to move
perspective.
out.
They could have made changes within
They could have.
themselves.
They could have.
That's what I meant. I
It's
didn't-
perspective.
but he's talking about.
It's perspective.
he's
All
talking
this shit
about
is
moving
perspective.
out.
It depends
He's
on
talking
the
about moving
generation.
out.
Like, how many of our parents have been in the same
It's perspective,
job
right?
for
It's
20
perspective.
years and have gotten like $1 raise?
Right.
But you have
Perspective.
to. We have to try within
Okay,
ourselves to become better.
But
Yeah,
there's
but-
too
but
many.
you see,
There's-
Small growth at anything isn't shit to you.
People just love conformity. Let's be honest here.
people like excuses and they make up excuses
Exactly.
for the
You're
life
right.
they live.
You're right. I won't.
That's what I'm trying
I
to talk
won't
about.
deny you that. I won't deny you that. You're right. You're right. People like to be comfortable. Once you're comfortable, you don't like to step out of your comfort zone. That's,
That's
why
your
we don't.
fucking problem.
That's why we don't like
That's your
change.
problem.
Okay, but we're talking about something else, man.
If I don't want to get a $2 raise and I want a $10 raise,
But we're not
that's
talking
my
about
decision.
that. We're talking about you calling everybody calling. I don't know, man. Fuck this shit. You just said everybody was a piece of shit on the Columbia Pike.
No, I fucking
That's
did
not
not.
what it is.
You're a piece of shit if you leave and don't want to make it better for yourself.
Basically, if
What do you mean? That doesn't
Columbia
have
Pike, you
nothing.
could put
Because you're
Columbia
weak.
Pike.
You're fucking weak.
That has nothing to do with it.
It's not
if
that.
the property gets bought out,
But it's
you
not-
have no fucking choice but to move. And if you move to somewhere else that holds
Nobody holds
what
the country
your
and tell
income
you to
has,
Nobody tells you to move, but thing is, if
And
the
nobody
rent
tells you
goes
to.
up,
Nobody
You
puts a
have
gun
no
to-
fucking choice.
Nobody puts a
it's
gun to
because
your
no,
head
that's
and
not
tell
what
you
it
to
is.
work
You guys
there.
are being completely idiots.
Nobody puts
Okay,
a gun to
okay.
nobody's
Hold on,
head.
hold on,
You're
hold
gonna
on.
live here,
Shut
you
up,
work
shut
here.
up.
No.
Okay, Erica, go ahead. Go,
What
Erica.
they're trying to do to Arlington, they're
Gentrify it. They're trying
to get the poor out and make it like a
Gentrify.
white city.
The same
Like
poor
a-
people can
all
become
white
the rich people. Is all I'm saying.
They're
But
trying
if
to
you can
take away
afford it,
all
you
the
can
Spanish
afford it.
people, because of course if they offer them
But they just
a
start-
raise, okay, let's say, okay, we're gonna see if you can pay this amount. Of course they're not gonna be able to pay that because
Talking to the mic.
of course they're not going to be able to pay that because they know how much they're getting paid. So obviously they're going to have to move out. So what they're going to do when everybody starts moving out, they're just going to knock it down and they're just building and building.
That's exactly what they're trying to
all doing.
do.
Look at Boston.
But this-
look at here by that restaurant. Like everything is just turning into buildings.
Yeah, but if you can afford it, you can afford it. I didn't never once said that if you were to move, you're a piece of shit. I never once said that if you can't afford living
what I
here.
heard.
This is so like.
I never said once if you can't afford. This shit got super serious, Erica. I'm sorry. This is
That's
supposed to
serious
be
because
fun,
you're
bro.
a
I
crazy
just want to say
squirrel.
it makes sense though, because there are people in Arlington working their asses off for what? To make a living, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, some people aren't as fortunate as others to actually grow.
But they're not pieces of shit, right?
No, nobody's talking
Exactly.
about being pieces
Exactly.
of shit.
That's all I said.
It's just that Arlington.
That's
I mean,
what
come
you
on
said.
now.
No, I said they move somewhere else and they don't want to.
They can't afford living here.
Regardless, living in Arlington is
You can make
expensive.
Hold on, my whole point right
Is
now.
somebody gonna say the truth?
Hold on,
You
hold
guys
on.
keep going around the bush.
Hold on. My whole point right now is to say that Hector's wrong for saying that people move because they can't afford Arlington. Hector said they're pieces of shit
that's true.
because they
They're
can't
not
afford
pieces
to
of
stay
shit.
here.
They don't want to fight for
He
what
said
they want.
they can't fight because they can't afford it. That
They can
doesn't make
find
them
a
a
way.
piece
But you
of
know what?
shit.
Some people don't move just because they can't afford it. They move because
Like your 3-bedroom apartment.
Okay, but they're not pieces of shit because they have to move. That's not
and
the
you
point
could go
that
to
I'm trying make,
Woodbridge or
guys.
somewhere else where it's
Listen,
cheaper.
please. You know what? That's not
Hector,
the
can you
point.
just admit you called them piece?
Yeah, Hector, right? You called them all pieces of
It
shit.
was an accident.
Guys, as much as you guys don't want
All
to
right,
admit
so
it, they're gonna do a sweep for Arlington, and either you get right or you get left. That's it. They're
I'm
cleaning
staying,
up.
bro.
They're cleaning
No,
up
it's
Arlington.
either you grow up
No,
and
they-
stop taking
They're cleaning up Arlington.
advantage
I
of
can
the
see it. I can see it.
of the help and assistance that they give you and actually become someone, because people are getting too comfortable with
Thank
living
you,
where they
thank
are,
you, thank
doing
you,
the same
thank you,
thing,
thank you,
or
thank you.
living off it. Oh, but I don't make enough income.
So
Then
let me
try
move out.
harder.
Let me
Oh.
move out and go somewhere cheaper. Like I
Me
said.
personally,
hold on. What
Oh,
are you saying?
shit.
So you talking about people with? You talking about people with?
Please, repeat that.
Piece of shit.
Say it.
But who's pieces of shit?
People who don't want to strive for bettering their lives. They run somebody else to control their life so that their rent gets raised. They move somewhere else. It's that simple. But if you really love where you're from, you're going to protect your shit
Exactly.
and you're going to fucking fight for it.
Where it comes-
That's not a piece of shit.
That's not
a piece of shit. Is somebody who runs away and wants something cheaper because their job is only wanting to give them $1 raise or $2 raise. No, nobody's tying you to that job and nobody's tying you to that
Exactly.
rent. You make your own decisions. You can either be a fucking minimum wage worker or you could be a millionaire. That belongs to you and what you make of it.
Exactly.
So if you move away, I'm sorry. But, and then
Okay.
you want to talk shit about where you're from? No, you're a bitch. You're a pussy. If you really like where you're from, you fight for it. And
Exactly.
that is
Okay,
it.
This
okay,
is what I
That's what
say.
I'm trying to say.
People take advantage
Hold
of
on,
the
let Erica
system.
come.
I don't like that. Me personally, okay, everybody here works a job, right? Everybody here pays taxes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But part of your money goes to those people who don't have. You're basically paying for people who have Medicaid and all that.
Yeah,
all
people that
shit.
don't-
So
people-
what are we doing? We're paying for those people that don't want to grow, that don't want to get off their ass, and they don't want to grow. And
Can I
what
say
are you
something?
doing?
Thank
You're
you. Can I
taking
say
advantage.
shit?
Can I
But
say-
if you're working,
can I say
if you're
something?
working,
No, you've talked all night.
no, you're working. You're
Okay,
trying to do
okay.
something with your life, right?
You can't talk shit about
Can I say
people
something? Can I say
and you
something?
don't want to make a change.
Can
in
I
the
say
community.
something? There's plenty of people out there that have disabilities
Okay,
that
but
do need that money.
disabilities is a different
But
thing,
I
but it's
understand what you're
different.
saying. Like what Hector just said right now. What Hector just said, I agree with you. I agree with you. Look at me. I agree with you.
Okay, fine.
I agree with you. I'll dap you up on
Fight
that. What,
for your shit.
what you just
That's
said,
all I'm
I
saying.
get it. I get it. I get it. The people that take advantage of the system, yeah, get the fuck out.
Exactly. You're a piece of shit. Get the fuck out.
They're
You're
not
not gonna
pieces
work
of
out.
shit.
Yeah,
They're
the
just
They
They don't want to work
inconsiderate,
for it.
inconsiderate.
They don't want to
No,
work for
they're
it.
They don't
lazy.
want to work for it.
They're
Okay.
lazy. They're lazy.
There's
They're
people
lazy.
that
I
actually
I won't
need
call you a piece of
assistance
shit.
that don't get it.
I won't call you a piece
No,
of
I'm
shit.
calling you a piece of shit.
You're
You
lazy.
don't want
You're
to work
lazy.
for it.
No,
But I
there's
get what
people
you're
that
saying.
need the assistance. They
I
don't
do
get
get
it.
what you're saying. I'm sorry.
There's people that need the assistance. They
I do
get
get-
it,
I
and
do
they're
get what you're
genuine
saying. I'm
about
sorry.
it.
Love something, fight for it.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's
All
all
right,
I'm
everybody.
saying.
Everybody,
But
be
there's
quiet. I'm
people,
sorry.
no, but there's like different categories. There's people that need the assistance, they get it, right?
That,
Yes.
Other
that's
people
fine.
they need the assistance,
But,
they get it, but they
the-
also strive for better while they're getting the assistance.
But the beauty about
See-
Arlington
But there's
is
some
they
people-
have programs.
Exactly.
That's the
but
beauty
they
of
take
it.
advantage of it because there's some people that could
But
get
that's
the
when you
assistance
decide
while
to
they
become
grow.
a piece
grow.
of shit or not.
No,
Arlington is
why
really
do you
strict
keep
with their.
calling it?
Arlington is
true.
really
I'm just
strict
saying,
with their
it's true.
services.
No.
Arlington is really strict with the services. I'm
It
sorry,
is.
Larry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Larry, go ahead.
Testing.
Go ahead, brother.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
What you got for?
Okay, I just want to say to close off all that just happened.
Uh huh.
My opinion. I think that every day that we live is different from the next day. It's not going. It's never going to be the same day twice. Everybody
Should be a common goal.
Everybody has a different day. In this world, all the people in this world, everybody does not have the same day that you have or go through, whether it's physically,
Yeah.
emotionally.
Talking to the mic.
So it's like, who are we to judge of what, other person can do or cannot do?
Talking to the mic, Larry.
Because, everybody's different.
Exactly.
Everybody's different.
You're right. You're right.
Okay?
But that's what I was trying to say. But I'm sorry.
Everybody is different, but
Hector,
they have a
Hector,
choice.
hold on. Let
Everybody
let
has a
let
choice.
different
Hector.
mentality. Everybody has different mentality.
Let him
But they have a
talk.
choice.
We
Everybody
can't
has
talk
different
over each
But
feelings.
other.
everybody has a
We
feeling.
can't
of-
talk over each other.
You will not have the same today. My day is not going to be the same tomorrow as what happened to me today.
I love that, Lur. I love that you said that.
It's not.
But you also
Let
have
him
a common
talk.
goal.
Please, brother. Let him talk.
Tomorrow is going to be different than what today was.
And I love the way you
Today
said that.
was different than what yesterday was.
Perfect. Thank you. What I'm trying to say is that, yes, today might be a bad day. You might not work towards your goal, but everybody has a goal that they can work towards.
Exactly.
Regardless of the fact,
that's
whether they had a
all
bad day or a good day, you still have a goal that you have to work towards,
Yeah,
regardless. Whether today might be the day that you don't follow your goal, that's fine. That's like going to the gym. Today might be your day that you decide to be like, fuck the gym or fuck me and my goals. But you gotta understand that some people prolong that shit and they make it their life.
Yes.
I get what you're
And
saying when
that's
people
the
take
problem.
advantage. You're talking about people taking advantage. All right. Fuck all those people.
Well, and-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Why
that
should
we
other
got into
people-
this conversation.
In my opinion, I feel like, okay, there's people that need the assistance, they get it. There's people that need assistance, they still strive for better, right? Because if I needed assistance or help, I'm not gonna lie, I would apply for it, but I'm still gonna try to,
Thank you.
grow. I'm not gonna just get stuck in it and be like,
You wouldn't take
I got
advantage.
this
But there are some people
assistance,
that
and
will
this is
get
it.
stuck in
No, and then there's other people that they just stick
Hold
to
on.
it because they want to stick to it. But then there's other people that cannot grow from it because they don't have, either they're not citizens, they weren't born here, like they just
Yeah.
they
There's
don't have
people-
the benefits that we have.
I know multi-millionaires that have come to this country with no papers and have managed to become richer than people that have fucking gone to the best schools here. in
It's
the
your
fucking-
drive.
It's,
what
your
you-
drive. It's your fucking drive.
Then they
That's
had
true.
luck on
It's
their
your
side
fucking
too.
drive.
Hold on,
I mean, I'm
guys.
not gonna lie.
There's
If
no
I
luck.
needed the assistance,
You make your luck.
and
We
I was
can't
in
talk
that
over
funny-
each other.
When you don't have luck, you make your luck.
Erica, go ahead.
I won't lie. If I needed the assistance and I'm working my job and I'm going to school, I would apply for it if I really needed it.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's some things that you can't control in life. Okay, you make a good income, but then there's other bills or other necessities you need to get.
I get
You
it.
need assistance.
You know what?
But there's also some people that they just take advantage. They just take advantage.
could
of it.
have a
But
habit.
Arlington is expensive to live in.
Check
Hold on,
this.
hold on.
It's expensive, and if the white people, they're
White
coming
people,
in
go ahead.
trying
Well,
to
they
take
try to
over,
control the systems,
Of
and
course,
I get
they're
it.
gonna get rid of the Latinos because what? They think Latinos,
No, anything that's not white.
minorities. They think minorities are just not. They don't have growth. They don't have nowhere to grow in. They don't think they. There's no
Let's look
value
around
for
this room real
minorities.
quick. Hold on.
They don't have the opportunities.
Hold on. Let's look around this room real quick.
All the opportunities,
They don't have the
but
opportunities.
Hold on, guys.
there's
Hold on,
just not
guys.
value. There's
Brian,
no worth
Brian.
in a minority.
Look around this room right now. Look around this room right now. We know whatever anybody says about us, that is about any Latino, is fake, right? We all grow. Erika is hold on. Erika is in college right now. She's growing.
Big Latinos.
LER, that motherfucking successful. Rose, fucking nurse over there. Titi, she getting her shit done, right? And you about to go to school too, right?
That makes
Brian, that nigga's a fucking. You work with tech and shit, right?
Fucking porn
I know
actor.
how to monitor
A
data.
porn.
You know that nigga knows how to break down. That nigga knows how to close down Pornhub. Hector knows how to sell a porn star a car. Me,
tour bus, the party
Oh, that's all I
bus.
get.
me, I know how to sell a porn star a salad. Come on, girl, we doing successful shit.
Okay, but we're trying to make it out in life. We're progressing in life.
But
aren't we?
well, you look around this room though. Look around this room.
There are exactly.
Hold on. Look around this room,
In this world.
Brian.
Fortunate, you know?
Look around this room. Look around this room. And you don't tell me one successful person. You look around this room. Either we're not doing something. But I think everybody in this room is doing something. Brian, you went through your classes. You're doing your thing, right? Titi's about to go through her classes for, what is it called?
Hardware IT.
Hardware IT. You went through your nursing program. Hector has a successful business. You, God damn it, brother. Am I going to talk?
I think he's got to be.
God damn, you want this mic?
I think
I'm trying to say something.
He said you're like shining.
I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to say that everybody here, no matter what statistic that comes out there, they could suck all our dicks because everybody in here knows that they can do more. They shot for that the thing that's make us progress, you know?
Can I just say something?
Go ahead, man. Fuck it.
Look at the mic.
I get where you guys are trying to get at, but every year there are 5 million young adults that don't have the opportunities that American and white people have. When I say minorities, I mean blacks, Hispanics, and it's up to non-profit organizations to come in and push and get the knowledge and get the young adults to reach their full potential, to break the diverse opportunity divide.
Do you know that
Okay.
knowledge cripples people?
No.
The what?
Knowledge
The what?
is
The what?
key. Knowledge is key. It doesn't cripple. Knowledge is key.
It
The more
cripples
you
some
know,
people.
the more you grow. Just want to throw that out there before you guys point
wanna
at
say something
Hispanics
when
and
you're
this
done.
and this and that. There is a huge
I'll
thing
take you
in
to
this
the
whole
dirt when
opportunity
I'm done.
divide. There is. Us as minorities gotta understand that better than anybody else here. We stand lesser chance at getting jobs versus your average white person. So we gotta stick together and grow together
I love that.
and push each other. And while you climb, don't forget to lift the person behind you. Break it. Okay? Break the diverse opportunity divide. Don't forget that.
I
Okay?
like that.
Thank you.
All I
Say it
want
one
to
more
say
time
though,
so we know it's real.
I think you forgot what he said.
He doesn't.
Look,
Hector, you either stand for something or you fall for everything. That's it.
no, and I love that. It's just that sometimes, for example, there's people that born in the United States, right?
Yes.
they are guaranteed citizenship the second they're born in the United States, right? But why is it that other people come to this country and become way more successful and they have a better drive than them? Check this out, and I want to say something. When the first entrepreneurs came,
that's why I don't feel bad for people.
Yeah,
sometimes.
When the first entrepreneurs came to America, right? They were like, "I'm sorry, sir, you can't establish your corporation here because you're not born here." This was like one of the Andrew Carnegies of the beginning. They were like, "Well, I can't establish my steel company here." No, sir. You don't.
What the fuck are we talking about?
You don't have a. Just listen. You don't have a citizenship here, sir. And that's when LLC started, and corporations and incs, because the corporations or the LLCs or the incs were American made. They were an American company with an American tax ID. That's when entrepreneurs decided that they were gonna build corporations in this land, who now are probably the founders of America now at this point. And they were immigrants at the beginning. But I'm just saying, they came here in the 1800s, 1900s, and they were like, they were foreigners. They didn't know shit. But they found a way to make their business American made.
Village people.
All they did, that's why LLCs are established, sole proprietorships, incs, corporations, S corporations, C corporations. That's why they all are built, because of immigrants that wanted to establish themselves in America.
Oh man, yeah, for real.
Hold on,
Oh man.
I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry.
So there are also people that are born here, right, with all the knowledge. They're given the knowledge, correct? They're also not only given the knowledge, they're given the keys to success.
But you know, that's where
all the keys,
that's
all the
Brian's
keys.
quote comes in. You grow. What was it, Brian? You grow. You bring someone up, right?
And you give everybody the keys.
You know,
All right, so
let's be honest. There's lazy ass people in this country.
There are.
I can we move on, man? Because
No,
we feel like I feel like we've been on this
There you
subject
go.
for way
While
too
you
long.
climb, don't forget to lift the other person up.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I don't feel bad
Don't forget to
sometimes
turn
is
around and
because,
lift the other person up.
like
right?
Hector said, there are people that come here from back home that end up being more successful than the people that are here. Why?
You know what
Because
Chinese
also
they're
listen.
citizens and shit.
The same way that people take advantage of like the services that that Arlington County provides is the same way that citizens or whatever that were born here, people that were born here, take advantage of it because they know what.
Let me ask you something.
They're gonna be eligible for what? Education.
They don't have the correct
You're eligible for financial aid and all that shit. Why? Because you're born here. But there's also this thing where people that come from the motherland,
Yeah, I got
they come here and what? They make the best of it. They actually come here because what? They think America's great, so what do? They come here and they actually make their lives worth
Check this out.
the pain.
How many people grab their paycheck at the end of 2 weeks or 3 weeks and they keep it for themselves? And there are entrepreneurs out there that grab their paycheck or their hard-earned money. Maybe they don't even see money till 2 or 3 months from now, and they invest it into America. They invest it into America because they see a future.
Who does?
The only reason why I say this is
No,
because
no.
I know someone.
Look, if you're an employee and you grab your paycheck and you only spend it on yourself, you're selfish.
Yeah.
But if you grab your money and you invest it into people, your community, and you then help people, that's a different story.
Do you donate?
I donate, yes.
Awesome.
Yes,
I'll donate too.
I donate a lot.
I donate.
I'll
Because
donate my check too.
When I donate, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna get paid is.
But I don't like to
Donate.
donate to the donation that I'm donating to.
No, you can do a person. Okay, this is very.
I want to change my donation. I just don't know how to.
You're blind.
But,
you will never know.
But hold on.
Just want to.
I wanted to say.
You're a Jew.
I wanted to say
You're Jew.
something.
I wanted to say, Marv, you're a Jew. You don't know what's
Can
going
we
on.
move on?
Brian-
Can we move on from
Brian's
this
a very good
subject?
person. He knows
Can we
what's
move
going
on?
on.
I want to hear everybody's
Heck,
opinion.
can we
because
move on?
everybody is free to say this opinion.
What?
Let Brian.
Where's the mic, Brian? Grab the mic,
No,
man.
no. You've talked all night. Let him
I'm
talk.
trying to grab the fucking mic. Don't fucking talk to me like that.
Shut up, Marv.
I will choke you with my cup.
Let's just all
Not for your sister, you will.
simmer down. Like a stove when you're making mac and cheese. Let's turn the stove down. So
Brian, if you better have a
Anyways,
point.
sorry.
You're fat.
Shut the fuck up and let him talk.
I love to eat. Ask me. So now, guys, you guys were just arguing
Italian
about
sausage.
how other people come
Mac
to
and
this country
cheese.
with no papers and say and make it farther than the people born here, right?
But why?
Okay, let me explain something to you. And then Hector, you go on to say how they invest and this and that. and within this country, right? Wrong. People that come from over there, they come here, make that money, they send it back over there. They don't invest in this economy here, okay? They get the goddamn check and they send it back home. So where the fuck is that money that they make here? It's not here. So they're ruining the economy.
No, those
Okay?
are the new ones.
No.
Okay,
They're
then you're
ruining
still
that
speaking about
economy.
people being
Okay.
I'm
moved
talking
out.
about
So don't just
18,
go-
1900
don't just
niggas. Not these new millennium niggas
don't
that
just- don't
the
just-
Chent niggas
Don't
that
just say
want to
that.
send money
Don't just say
back.
that they're helping the economy, because at the same time, those thousands of dollars, they're sending them back home.
I'm
Okay.
only
Okay,
talking
okay.
about
Just to
who
say-
makes
just
an
to prove that
American
point.
business here.
Just to prove that point, they're sending money back home too. Okay, so they're not helping the economy here.
Do you-
I'm
Don't
talking
forget.
about who those who made
I'm
an
a debate.
American
See the
business.
fuck- Can I say something? You see the fucked up thing about that? You see the fucked up
No.
concept? Hold on, brother.
No, but you know what? You know
Brother,
what?
hold on. You see the fucked up concept about that is that a lot of people think that a lot of Spanish people are the only people that do that. But do you know that Indians, Chinese people,
We're not talking about Asian.
they don't throw their money into. They have a lot of people, a lot of illegal people here that just work, and all their money goes into one pot, and one pot is distributed to one person every year. I'm sorry, every year, and every year they throw their money into a business. So that's how you see all these nail salons. That's how you see all these Chinese food restaurants open up. Is because they throw their money into into that one business. They don't pay taxes. There's one person that's paying taxes in that whole fucking company, and they're all those people that are unlicensed, aren't fucking American citizens. All that money is going into one pot, just like Indians. How do you think Indian people open 7-Elevens? And I don't mean to be racist, and I don't mean to talk shit. It's how do you think Indian people open a fucking 7-Eleven and they own 7-Elevens? That's how they own. That's how they open these franchises.
But there's also
Nigga,
people. There's
hold on,
I've met a
hold on.
couple people.
Erica, please.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
You
go.
see, I mean, you can be witness to this. You see the people down the street from us, the people that own the 7-Eleven. How many people live in that house? There's at least 8 people living in that house that run that 7-Eleven. Yo,
There's like 5.
look at the house.
It's like us.
She has something to say.
Go ahead, Rose. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with what Hector said. It's just one difference is the generation. You said
Yeah.
that people who, come to this country, they grab their paycheck and they probably, he said, send it to El Salvador. Or like you said, they probably invested on something. And you're trying to say that immigrants should come and should invest.
Into here.
Hold the mic up to you.
Okay, but my question is, why didn't our parents do that?
They didn't know
Do
any
you think
better.
that my mom was in El Salvador. My mom only made it to the 6th grade, and that's because of the money that her parents had to put into her education. My grandma had like 12 kids.
They're not war
Well,
stricken.
my
And did you
father
know that
established
when
a
my
business
mom
here,
was little,
so
she
I learned
actually
that.
wanted to be a nurse. She actually named me after a doctor.
Our mom
I
used
grew
to.
up to be a nurse, so I'm kind of like doing what my mom wanted to do. But my mom, decided to have kids, and she didn't have the same opportunities because she came here illegally. So, how many, you have to sometimes see what our parents had to go through. Like, your mom and dad, how long have they been living in this house?
Over
Your
30
dad probably
years.
didn't want to be a fucking
Exactly.
painter, bro.
But
So
my
why
dad
didn't your
never sent
parents
money
invest
to-
in something? Why didn't my mom invest in something? Sometimes
You see, but
it's
sometimes-
a certain situation.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but sometimes when you get I even say it for myself. With me myself, I never thought I'd be a fucking manager where I'm at. I thought it'd be something else. But you know why I keep doing the same thing that I'm doing is for the benefit of my children. So that they can reap the benefits of my wealth, my earnings, and whatever the fuck has to come from my back break. Whatever I break my back for, my kids will benefit that. If I have to break my back, like this week, I worked in the last 3 days. I worked 40 hours overnight.
I feel like our generation now has a harder time when it comes to kids because we grew up.
Hold on, give her the mic.
We grew
Yeah.
up.
Hold on, say it again.
Our generation has a hard time when it comes to raising kids. We grew up seeing our parents struggle, so we had to be something. And so
But they paid their dues.
we want to give our kids
A
the
better life.
best, but we also don't want them to grow up to be spoiled and grow up to know that earning money is not easy.
Amen.
So it is hard to raise kids. I feel for our generation. Like, I don't have any kids, but I have nephews and nieces.
I struggle with that thought every single day.
I want my nephew to have the best. My nephew has every single game console that he can have. And he started getting an allowance. So what I did one day,
I would never give my kids an allowance.
what I did one day is I took him to Toys R Us back when Toys R Us was up. I took him to Toys R Us. He's like, Auntie, I want to pay for something myself. I'm like, go ahead.
What are you gonna pay for? A gun?
A little fucking stuffed toy. Little toy that was like a dragon. I was like, go to the price check. He's like, it's $70 and I only have 20.
What the fuck?
So I'm like, okay, so what are you gonna do? So he's like, okay, is there another toy? I'm like, okay, yeah, go pick up another toy. At the end of that lesson, he ended up paying $18 for a small little dragon.
What?
Right? And at the end, because I helped pay, actually, I felt bad. I put $10 and he only put $8. While we were walking towards the car, he was very quiet. I got him in the car and he was like, Auntie, thank you so much for buying me all those presents every single Christmas, because he finally understood how expensive it is.
How old is he?
Right now he's 12.
Oh, okay.
But back then he was like 8 or 9.
You see?
But he understood, and we kind of struggle with that. We want to give them the best, but we don't want them to grow up to be spoiled either.
You see, you're right. I can't.
It's up to them how they handle it.
You see, I have nothing to say about that.
How they handle it.
I have nothing to say about that.
Adrian just did that this past weekend.
I have nothing to say about that. He didn't do it with me.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Isaiah to get there.
You see,
It's okay.
he runs game on you guys. Hold on, he runs games on you guys. He don't run a game on me. But you see, I accept.
Let him tell the story.
I don't buy my nephew shit. Fuck them. Son, I'm just kidding.
You're mean.
That's what, bro.
I know the story. That's fine.
To the story.
Who got nephews? Son, I'm just kidding.
I do.
Oh man, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so this kid Adrian comes up to me. He's like,
Who?
Adrian.
You got a mic, nigga?
Up on the mic. So Adrian comes up to me. He's all like, "Yo, can I go?" Because he sees me trying to pick out a pair of shoes at Burlington, and he's like, "Oh, hey, can I go pick some shoes out?" I'm like, "How much money you got?" He's like, "I think I got about 20." I'm like, "Wait, where did you get money from?"
Brian, tell the story.
Goes on and says he.
Come on, guys. Oh, no. Now I'm rusted up. I'm washed up from this.
Come here. I want you to take a mic to somebody else.
Oh, we're about to start the part 2.
You guys are trying to sneak off and leave me and this other guy take control. Yes.
Come here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can debate with you, Brian. We can argue back and forth.
Come here.
Hey.
I'm asking.
I can stand right here.
Please.
I'll go
come
back
behind.
Brian, tell the story.
Come.
Erika, you go back.
No, because I'll turn your mic off.
Here.
Go ahead.
Oh.
No. It's cool. Erika already decided to come back. Turn his mic
All right,
off.
Brian, turn your mic back on.
What am I doing
I'm
again?
just trying to use the bathroom, bro.
Here. You just come here.
I'll be right back.
Testing.
You want me to bring you a
You want
drink?
to take a seat right there?
You guys can talk because I wanted Marvin to hear his story, but he's going.
Speak a little softer, please.
Anyways, so he comes up to me. He's like, "Okay, well, what kind of shoes can I get?" I said, "Well, how much money do you have?"
Son, Adrian.
And he's like, I got, yeah. He's like, I got about $20. And he's like, I got 23. I'm like, I'll tell you what, go look for any shoes you want, whatever you like, right? But just make sure they're below 20, cause taxes. I'm a Jew. So he goes there, he comes back with some Adidas. He's like, look at these, they're $19.99. I'm like, dude, you hit the mark, cause they're below 20. I'm like, dude, how did he do that?
You finished off
Go up front, and I'm standing there. I'm like, just give me the money. But I was like, nope. I want you to go up to the register and actually experience you, like she went with you, right? Giving the cashier the money,
Yeah.
paying for it, and that way he knows that
Again?
You hear me?
No.
you just don't get stuff,
I can't.
If clearly he understood. Clearly he understood exactly
You
what
hear
your
me.
nephew or niece understood. That
are
stuff
loud.
isn't just given to you, And so when he walked out of there, he was super happy. Because he got the opportunity to go and actually use his money for something that was worth it and use it to his advantage and actually be able to pay for it on his own. And so that's very true about how you don't just give kids something, you let them go and experience a real life situation. Because he could have went out and picked out a $40 shoe. If that would have been the situation, I'd have been like, no, Adrian, you have 20. He had yes. And he did the right thing. So hopefully he learned something from it.
He even told him, he was like, hey, are you sure you want to waste your money on that? He's like, yeah, I have the money. I want to shoot.
Oh, you motherfucker! I know what you're talking about. You bought him the shitty ass Nauticas.
Those were not.
Bro, you let him
shitty.
buy them shitty ass
Marvin,
Nauticas.
Nauticas are Nauticas. What do you want him to do? Buy Jordans and Nikes all the
I
time?
don't want him to spend his money on that.
I didn't want to either, but
Okay,
he made his own
I get what
decision.
you- But
I couldn't stop him.
I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing. I'm not upset with you for that. I get what you're doing. I get what you did. I wish you didn't do that, and I wish you didn't spend his money on that bullshit. But I get what you did. Get what you did. I respect it.
Yes.
It's for him to learn a lesson, and now I bet you he's not gonna wear those shoes, and I want him to learn that lesson.
Why not though? Because they're Nauticas?
Well, he
said No, buy 'em for because-
running though.
No, because he's not gonna. Hold on, because he's not gonna wear them because I bet you he goes to school, somebody's gonna make fun of him, and then he's not gonna wear them.
Okay, but that's where you're not teaching him correctly. What are you teaching him? The Nikes
What
and
I'm not
Jordans?
teaching him to.
Not teaching him, but Nikes and Jordans and branded names are what's
I'm not
up?
saying that. I'm not saying that.
Came off.
I'm saying that kids. Hold on. I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna correct you.
Okay. I came off that way. I get it. But you gotta understand where kids go, and everything is brand name. Now kids are brand name. Kids, everything is if you're not wearing a brand name, you're getting made fun of.
But
So now he just
started
the
that,
thing that I'm thinking that. Hold on, guys, before you jump on me. Before you jump on me.
Just who started it?
Hold on, before you jump on me. He bought Nautica shoes. I don't give a fuck about all that. I'll buy him Nautica clothes. I just went to Old Navy, bought him Old Navy shoes, clothes, all that shit. I don't give a fuck about all that.
Yeah.
But what I do know is that he's not gonna ever wear that shit again,
For free.
unless I make him wear it. And
No, because that's wrong.
no, because it doesn't matter what I do. It's what his peers do. His peers are wearing Nikes. His peers are wearing Jordans. His peers are wearing Adidas. There's nothing I can do. When I used to go to school and I have fucking Payless, I used to skip school. Why did I fail most of my grades? Is because I was skipping school.
But you know what?
Because I didn't want to wear that shit. I get what you're saying. Tougher parenting? Yeah, I will be.
No. It's not about you parenting. But look at Mason and Isaiah. Joel. They don't have all the branded shoes. They have.
No, because they're smart. They're a different skill. You talk about two different people. See, Adrian, my boy, he is on. I'm gonna get some hoes. I'm gonna get some girls, bro.
Hold on. Well, if you're on that, Marvin, I'm sure.
Adrian gets hoes.
Wait, stop.
I mean, girls.
Sure, I'm sure. If you're on that,
the first
Adrian
week-
wouldn't have picked those out. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
Let's talk about it. The first week that I picked up Adrian from his new school, he got in the car, and I was like, "How was your day?" He was like, "It's all right." They start pulling off. The little nigga gonna put a little envelope out his pocket and be like,
I heard
"Again?"
somebody
He was like, "Again?" I look over and I was like, and the little letter said, "Hey, you're cute. I want to date you." And he was like, "Again?" Try to throw it in my face like, "Hey, dad don't got no game" or some shit. I looked at him. I was like, all right, nigga, you got it in the new school.
No, my
and then
thing
a week later, he was like, another letter. He was like, "Hey, you're cute. I love you." And I was like, what the fuck? Kind of
Yeah, well, that little girl needs to
these
get
little
in her
girls,
way.
these little girls be on some hoe shit.
No, stop. These are little
I'm
girls.
sorry,
Do not
sorry,
talk
sorry.
about
Little
girls
girls.
like that. Seriously.
Their mamas need to correct them. But
No, that's just
I'm sorry, I fucked up,
disrespectful.
I fucked
That's
up.
disrespectful.
I'm sorry,
Because what if you had a little daughter?
she
And
would
call
not
her
be
a
on
hoe.
some hoe shit.
It's not hoe shit. It's just some parents are not in control.
Oh, all the girls about to jump on me off for some girl that I don't have right now.
I'm serious. You need to educate your boys too. Do you know how many boys are getting locked up simply because of what?
Wake up.
Because it's consent. You know, guys like to
My kids are not about to.
You know, guys like to educate their sons, wear a condom, be protective, but they don't ever tell them when a girl says no, it's no.
Exactly. How
You're
many
talking
times
to
is
this
a
guy,
girl?
right?
But it's not even when
You're
a girl
talking to
says
me,
no.
right? You're talking to me?
No.
The most open guy ever?
But it's not even about when a girl says no when it comes to sex. It's
Okay,
about
but you guys
other
are talking to me,
situations. Like
though.
if a girl says no to like I don't want to go to the mall.
Okay,
It's
but
a
you guys
fucking
are
no.
talking to
Like,
me.
what do you not understand? I don't want to go to the mall. I don't want to go to the mall. What do you not understand about the
Not
first?
just about
No.
X-Men girls.
It's just like
But
when
you're
the
talking
no, but
about
freeze,
guys.
no. Because the first, okay, look at it like this. The boys wrestle. Let's say it's Mason, Isaiah with the older kids, which is
Okay, hold on.
Lip
Before
freeze.
you-
No.
Erica, let me.
The
let me
little
ask you this
boys will be
question.
like,
Let me
no,
ask you this
stop.
question.
I don't
As a
want to
guy
wrestle.
perspective, let me ask you this question. Most guys don't know when they're being let off, right? Most guys don't.
Okay, that's only if you're a good player.
No, most guys don't because most guys aren't good players. I know it. Most guys don't. So, what's the biggest thing that you get asked the most when guys don't know they're getting played off? Like, what are questions that you get repeatedly asked? Like, hey girl, you want to go out? Like, I know that's not one of them, but like, I know they want to keep asking you questions and they don't get the point. What's the main question that you get when a guy doesn't understand that he's being like let off?
The thing is, if you're an honest girl or not. Either you're going to tell the guy straight up, like, yo, I'm not interested.
Girls don't be honest though.
Oh, but how do you know that?
Because girls don't be
But,
honest.
Marvin, how do you know that?
That's it. You don't know if a girl's being honest or not. So you have
Okay,
to
but
play it
most
safe and
okay,
decide.
girls, answer the question.
Yeah, you gotta be straightforward.
Answer the question.
Just be
What's-
straightforward.
Answer the question.
We're not playing games because I mean, if you're gonna be in a
What's
relationship, you
the
want to play a
most-
relationship in a game, or you want to take it serious.
Yeah.
Be straightforward.
What's
just
what's
like
the
that.
question you get asked by most guys that don't get the fucking point? That
Nah,
you're trying
you
to
know
lead them
what?
off. That you're trying to lead them off. What's the question you get asked the most by the guy that you're trying to lead off? That doesn't get the point that you're trying to lead them off.
I have no idea. I'm 30, dude.
I know guys be like, "You want to go out? Let's get something to eat. Let's get something to eat." They
Okay,
always
but this
ask you
is the
that.
thing. If you take it as, it just depends on the way
And
you
it's
take
no,
it.
No.
Okay, but if you're, let's say like,
It's Tuesday, they got a special.
I hate to say this shit. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. All right, so
Then don't say it.
I'm gonna say it because we're being honest. So like, there's girls that try to date me. I'm not about the dating shit.
Okay.
I'm not about it. So I'm straight up with girls. Like, I'm not about dating. We can hang out. We can do this. We can do that. But some girls just don't get it, and they say, "Why don't you give me your number? Why don't you give me this?"
So how are you communicating with them?
And I don't know what to say to that.
But how are you communicating with them?
If I'm trying to fuck, I'm trying to fuck. You know?
No, you're not answering my question. I'm saying how are you
I'm
communicating
trying to
with
fuck.
So what is Instagram,
I'm
Tumblr?
trying to fuck. Like, I'm trying to
what
fuck.
the-
It doesn't
what is
matter.
it?
It doesn't matter if I'm trying to fuck.
So it's not through a phone number.
Okay. Like,
So you don't give out your phone number if you're just trying to smash.
I don't give my number out to anybody unless.
Okay, then a girl should understand that.
But some girls don't.
Well, then that's when you're straightforward and tell them, look, I'm just trying to smash, and that's it. If they don't understand it, then keep it moving. How hard is that?
Answer. Alright. Now, what do you say to a guy?
To a guy that
A
what?
guy that's the same way.
That just wants to smash.
No. What do you say to a guy that's pressed on your line and he doesn't get the point that you're just trying to smash and you're trying to bounce out?
Well, if you're a girl, I mean, honestly, if a guy were to just tell you, yo,
You're a girl,
no,
you
but
trying to
listen
just
to me.
smash and
Listen to
bounce
me.
out?
That's when
What do you say?
It just depends on the girl. Because if me personally, I know guys, if they come and say, hey, look, I'm just trying to smash.
No,
and
you as yourself.
Listen. But if guys are coming up to you straight up and they don't give you your number, like they don't want nothing else other than it's just like
That's tails, right?
a smash.
That's tails.
Listen, right? They just
Those
want to
are
smash,
tails.
right? And you just tell them, oh, they tell you.
Those are tails,
No,
right there. I don't want to give
listen.
you
No,
a phone.
listen. If a guy tells you straight up, I'm just trying to smash, then
I'm trying to
of
get your
course,
point of view.
If my point of view is if a guy tells me
No,
straight
no,
up,
Erica,
no,
you're
listen,
not
listen.
getting me.
I am getting you. Because if a guy wants to tell me straight up, he's just trying to smash,
No,
and then a guy is
you-
pressed on my
reverse,
ass,
reverse.
I'm reversing it. Listen,
You're trying to smash.
if
You don't
I'm
want none of
trying-
that shit.
Listen.
All right.
Now, if a guy tells me straight up, I'm just trying to smash, right?
I'm
Now,
trying to see if
and then I come up to a guy and he's on me like, yo, I want to make it official. I want to like blah 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 blah. And I'm just trying to smash. I'm gonna be straight honest. Because why are you gonna put the person? Why are you gonna lead them on? Tell me.
I've seen you leave niggas on them.
No, I would be straight up. I would tell them straight. Me personally.
Okay, so now, 2019, you just tell a nigga straight on. I'm just trying to smash.
Well, I don't have any
Bounce,
niggas,
nigga,
but if I
afterwards.
did have guys that I was just trying to,
What niggas?
let's just smash. Let's say that was
Yeah.
the case. Then I would tell them, okay, look, I'm not interested. I'm just trying to smash. But that's not me right now. I don't care about a guy. I'm just trying to make it in the future. So. I mean, it just depends on the girl. Some girls will lead a guy on. Some girls will actually fall for it, and some girls. Exactly.
On this note,
Give her the mic.
recorded,
You know
right?
what?
this has been
Give her
the
the mic.
ultimate
Recorded.
H&M. We out.
Yeah. Damn. I came here to show my face for no reason.